Good afternoon. My name is Diego Patino, the chairperson designee of the New York City Loft Board. I welcome you to our April 17, 2025 public meeting. Section 282 of the New York State Multiple Dwelling Law establishes the New York City Loft Board. The board is charged with overseeing the legalization of inter- multiple dwelling units, from commercial and manufacturing spaces to legal residential units that comply with the minimum standards of safety and fire protection in Article 7B of the New York State Multiple Dwelling Law. To achieve this goal, the board adjudicates and mediates disputes between owners and tenants, tracks the progress of legalization, and prosecutes parties who violate the loft law and the loft board's rules. We'll first turn to a vote on the minutes from the March 20, 2025 public meeting. Are there any corrections or comments to the minutes? Is there a motion to accept the minutes? Thank you, Mr. Bowers. Is there a second? Thank you, Mr. Singletary. Mr. Rivera, can you please poll the board members?
Chief Westbrook-Mifsky?
Yes.
Mr. Bauer?
Yes.
Chief Rogers? Yes. Ms. Pinkham? Yes. Mrs. Delaney?
Yes.
Mrs. Singletary?
Yes.
Ms. Rosen?
Yes.
Chairperson Patino?
Yes.
8 in favor, 1 absent.
Thank you. Next, we'll turn to our staff reports. We'll start with the report of our executive director.
Good afternoon. First is personnel. Effective April 3rd, the Loft Board's Deputy Director resigned. We wish her well. The Loft Board has job postings up for Deputy Director, Level 3 attorney position, and summer law student intern. I encourage anyone who's interested to apply. Next is litigation. Since the March meeting, we received one decision in matter of FJH Realty, Inc. The court dismissed the owner's petition seeking a court order directing the Loft Board to issue certification of the narrative statement process. With regard to the Triad case, the case we discussed last month, the owner is seeking leave to appeal to the Court of Appeals. The law department has prepared and we have reviewed the opposition papers. Job filings for loft buildings. DOB has centralized job filings for IMD buildings at the hub. At the moment, new filings will automatically go to the hub for plan examination. Since the March meeting, we've had 16 legalization narrative statement conferences. And lastly, for the May case agenda, we have one case with a rather long reporting recommendation. Next week, I'll be sharing the report and most of the backup materials for you so you can start your review. We will deliver those meeting materials via the OneDrive. We are working out some IT issues still with the OneDrive. I will be in contact with some of you next week. I will be sending the orders to you via email, just the proposed orders, not the backup materials. And the backup materials will be available to you via the tablet as they are today. Any questions?
Via the tablet here
Yes, here,
and via OneDrive at
on
home.
your home, yes.
Thank you. We'll now turn to the proposed amendments to Title 29 of the Rules of the City of New York, Sections 204, 205, and 2-11.1. Ms. Cruz will briefly describe the changes.
Most of the changes that were done after the November board meeting were to the statement basis of purpose. Just 4 notable changes that were, not so notable, but changes that were made to the rule when the law department did their final review. So on page 3 are 2 changes. They tweaked the definition for means of egress. They added the language that said, the last part of the definition, which says, occupied portion of a building to the street, including corridors and stairs. So the entire definition is means of egress means a continuous and unobstructed path of travel from any occupied portion of the building to the street, including corridors and stairs. The second change on page 3 was under A, little I, capital A, fire escapes must be clear and unobstructed. They wanted that language to mirror the language under stairs and corridors, which is on page 4. They wanted to have the same language in both places. Next change, it's on page 3. Okay, those two changes were on page 3. So the definition of means of egress, and the other change on page 3 was the definition, well, under fire escapes must be kept clear. The next change is on page 4, section 2i, where it says stairs and corridors. We added the language corridors. And under capital A and capital B, it says stairs and corridors must be maintained in good working order. Stairs and corridors must have working lights that produce, and that's the same language. They add the language corridors there. On page 6, and toward the bottom of the page, under number 2, they wanted us to add other means of egress. So now the sentence reads, each annual renewal of the registration package filed with the Loft Board must include a certification signed by the owner, landlord, or responsible party that the fire escapes, if applicable, the stairs, and other means of egress, that's the language they wanted us to add. The rest of it is the same. And those are the only changes. So we're looking for a final vote on this rule. We have target date of publication of May 1st. And that will make it effective May 31st. And just in time for the 2026 registration.
I move we adopt the rule.
Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Delaney. Is there a second?
Second.
Thank you, Ms. Piscopi. Mr. Rivera, can you please poll the board members?
Ms. Prespolinski,
Yes.
Mr. Barber,
Yes.
Chief Rogers. Yes. Mr. Martin,
Yes.
Mrs. Delaney,
Yes.
Mrs. Singletary,
Yes.
Ms. Rosen,
Yes.
Chairperson Patino.
Yes.
8 in favor, 1 absent.
Thank you. We'll now turn to the case agenda. There are 3 cases on the summary calendar. We'll take up the first case separately. First case is 214 Lafayette Street in New York, docket number LB0149. Is there a motion to accept this case? Thank you, Mr. Singletary. Is there a second? Thank you, Ms. Rosman. Mr. Rivera, can you please poll the board members?
Ms. Prespolinski,
Recused.
Mr. Barber,
Yes.
Chief Rogers. Yes. Ms. Piscopi,
Yes.
Mr. Delaney,
Yes.
Mrs. Singletary,
Yes.
Ms. Rosen,
Yes.
Chairperson Patino.
Yes.
8 in favor, 1 absent, 1 recused. I'm sorry, 7 in favor, 1 recused, 1 absent.
Thank you. We'll now turn to vote on the next 2 cases on the summary calendar. First one is 482 Broadway in New York, docket number LS0312. The second one is 9399 Commercial Street in Brooklyn, docket number PO0269. Is there a motion to accept these cases?
Do we want to separate those because I'm refusing them to? Sorry.
So we'll vote on these cases separately. We'll first take a vote on 482 Broadway, New York, docket number LS0312. Is there a motion to accept this case? Thank you. Ms. Roslin, is there a second? Thank you, Mr. Bowers. Mr. Rivera, can you please poll the board members?
Ms. Prespolinski,
Yes.
Mr. Barber,
Yes.
Chief Rogers. Yes. Ms. Piscopi,
Recused.
Mr. Delaney,
Yes.
Mrs. Singletary,
Yes.
Ms. Rosen,
Yes.
Chairperson Patino.
Yes.
7 in favor, 1 recused, and 1 absent.
Thank you. Last case on the summary calendar is 9399 Commercial Street in Brooklyn, docket number PO0269. Is there a motion to accept this case? Thank you, Ms. Piscopic. Is there a second? Thank you, Mr. Singletary. Mr. Rivera, can you please poll the board members?
Ms. Prespolinski,
Yes.
Mr. Barber,
Yes.
Chief Rogers?
Yes.
Ms. Pinkelstein?
Yes.
Mr. Delaney?
Yes.
Mr. Singletary?
Yes.
Ms. Rosen?
Yes.
Chairperson Patino?
Yes.
8 in favor, 1 absent.
Thank you. We'll now turn to vote on the cases on the master calendar. There are 6 cases on the master calendar. Cases 4 through 7 are enforcement cases for failure to register. We will take a vote on the enforcement cases as a block, and we will be withdrawing case number 6 as the owner has already paid their outstanding fines. First enforcement cases we'll be voting on as a block are 70 Commercial Street in Brooklyn, docket number FO1128, 355 Bowery in New York, docket number FO1133. Finally, 3640 Tiffany Place in Brooklyn, docket number FO1139. Is there a motion to accept these cases?
I have a question. I think I've asked this before. Do we know whether these landlords pay this thing? Are we informed that?
You're asking if these landlords pay the registration?
Well, you know, we're flaying people from $7,500 to $15,000. Do we know that
Whether they paid or not?
they pay it or not?
Absolutely not. They have not paid.
No, but I know when they get paid, do we know?
Yes.
Yes,
When we get,
they send us the check.
well, I understand that they send the check, but if they don't, what happens?
They turn up next year.
Yeah.
They turn up again next year, owing more money.
Right.
Okay, what I'm asking now is the city of New York, obviously we don't collect the money at the law. Some other agency of the city of New York collects the money, is that correct?
The fine and the amount stays outstanding in our records. So they can't do anything. We will not issue a loan note. We will not accept an application. We will take no action on their behalf until they pay.
Okay, all right, thank you.
Is there a motion to accept these cases?
So moved.
Thank you, Mr. Singletary. Is there a second?
I'll second.
Thank you, Ms. Rosalind. Mr. Mayor, can you please poll the board members?
Ms. Westonesi?
Yes.
Mr. Bauer?
Yes.
Chief Rogers?
Yes.
Ms. Pinkelstein?
Yes.
Mr. Delaney?
Yes.
Mr. Singletary?
Yes.
Ms. Rosen?
Yes.
Chairperson Patino?
Yes.
8 in favor, 1 absent.
Thank you. The last case on the master calendar is a removal case. It's 163, 165 North 6th Street in Brooklyn. The numbers LE0755 and RG0226. Are there any comments on this case? Is there a motion to accept this case? Thank you, Mr. Barrows. Is there a second?
Second.
Thank you, Ms. Rosalind. Mr. Mayor, can you please pull the board
Ms.
members?
Westonesi?
Yes.
Mr. Bauer?
Yes.
Chief Rogers?
Yes.
Ms. Pinkelstein?
Yes.
Mr. Delaney?
Yes.
Ms. Rosen?
Yes.
Mr. Secretary?
Yes.
Ms. Rosen?
Yes.
Chairperson Patino?
Yes.
8 in favor, 1 absent.
Thank you. Any final comments before we close out? This will conclude our April 17, 2025 public meeting. Our next public